So today I've had a bit of a lazy morning. I was out all day yesterday. I got the train into Naples, and I was walking around all day, and by the time I got back last night I was exhausted, so I had a bit of a lie-in this morning. Leisurely breakfast, couple of mugs of tea, a nice leisurely shower. Time is 11:35 now, and it's 25 degrees. My first port of call is I'm going a little bit further down towards Naples. I'm going to a camping shop to get some gas. I use methylated spirits, sometimes I use gas as well, and it depends what I'm doing. If I'm sort of cooking food, what I tend to do, it depends how urgent I want to cook something, or how quickly I want to have a cup of tea. So I tend to mix and match, but I carry 2 gas canisters. I'm down to 1 now. So there's a camping shop a little bit further down, a couple of kilometres down the road. I'm going to get another canister of gas, and then I'm going to head into Naples, or outside Naples, a place called Lago Patria. I'm going to see a place where I used to live in the late 80s, early 90s. I lived and worked in Napoli for 2.5 years, so I want to go and see the house where I used to live, see the local area, and then I'm coming into Naples itself, because where's he going at all? Is he going forward? Is he going left? Is he going right? How are we supposed to overtake him? Cyclists are idiots. Anyway, once I've been to Lago Patria, I'm going to ride into Naples. I'm going to go into Bagnoli, then Pozzuoli, then Bagnoli, see where I used to work. Then I'm going to head into Naples itself, because I want to go to the big castle today. There's a big castle right in the centre of Naples, just where the port is. So I want to go and see that. There's another castle nearby as well, called Castle Uovo, the Egg Castle. I don't know if that's open or not. I mean, but there we go. What are these guys doing here at all? They're junctions. There is no logic to junctions. It's kind of whoever can force their way through wins. So I'm heading into Napoli, but first I'm going to a camping shop, and then I'm going to do some sightseeing. So speak to you soon. I really enjoy the riding in Naples, because it's a little bit of a challenge. It's good fun. There's no real rules, especially when it comes to junctions and roundabouts. It's whoever gets to that bit of space first. And when you're riding around Naples, you'll see all sorts. You'll see people smoking, because Naples is still the city where people smoke with pleasure. You'll see them texting when they're driving, on the phones. They're always on the phones when they're driving, and they do it. And they drive and they text and they drive and they talk, no problem at all. When it comes to junctions and things like that, you just got to be quite swift. The thing is, with most Neapolitan car drivers, they accept that bike riders are going to go through the middle. They're going to weave in and out, and so there you go. But you just got to get on with it. The main thing is, you just got to ride with confidence. You know, if you see a bit of space, you go for it. And if you get there first, it's your bit of space. You've still got to keep your head on a swivel, man, because you never know when someone's going to come out of a junction to your left or your right. I mean, you instantly assume when you get to a junction that maybe, yeah, I've got right of way, but that doesn't work. As you can see with this junction here, he's coming through, I'm coming through, there we go. So, and the other thing is, you can't get angry or frustrated. You cannot do that. Because the object of the exercise is to get from A to B. As simple as that. And if you start getting angry or frustrated because someone pulled out in front of you, there's no point, you know, that's just the way it is. And I'll tell you what, some of these scooters can shift. Some of them can really shift. And you'll see lots of scooters, 1 up, 2 up. And you'll see the pillions on the back. Sometimes they wear a helmet, sometimes they carry their helmet. But the main thing is, just got to go with the flow. Have a rough idea where you're going. If you don't, just sometimes people just stop for no apparent reason. And again, you've got to be, reflexes are going to be pretty sharp, so you can get past it. But when you ride in Napoli, it's a surreal experience. It's really good. I mean, coming from a country where we abide by rules and we've got lines in the road, we've got traffic signs and everything like that, you come to somewhere like Napoli where the rules are pretty fluid, pretty flexible. And I think this is, I love it, absolutely love it. This is superb. I love this sort of riding. Very reminiscent of Dakar. Although Dakar I found very frustrating because of the trucks and the donkey carts, which tend to slow the traffic down. Where in Napoli, the traffic flows. It may go a bit slow sometimes, but if you're on 2 wheels, it's up to you to get yourself through it. Now, pedestrian crossings are a bit of a mystery to me. Having used them, 2 fat guys on a moped doesn't work. Let's go this way. There we go. That's what I mean in Napoli. You just got to, if you're on 2 wheels, you just cut your way through it, and it's great. And it's, you know, you just got to make sure you judge your distance right. But oh, absolutely wonderful. I love this. And look at this view over here, all of Naples just over there. Sometimes in Napoli the roads just come to a complete and utter stop because you get a big wide vehicle like this and you cannot get past. Let him through, he's just been behind me trying to squeeze through. And we've got Napoli over there with the bay. This is a strange place to have a camping shop, but there you go. Oh, there it is. La Boutique del Campaggiatore. La Boutique del Campaggiatore. Now apparently it closes at 1 o'clock and it's now 12. Well, he didn't have the gas that I wanted. I used to use methylated spirits exclusively to do all my cooking, but when I went to Ireland earlier this year, my mate Darren, he had a conversion for his Trangia, a gas conversion, and it was amazing. It could cook a kettle, it could boil a kettle quicker than my electric kettle back at home. So I bought one and it's brilliant. But it uses like a screw-in attachment. You've got to, it's got a thread on top of the gas bottle. So anyway, not far from the campsite there is a Decathlon. I've been in there twice to get gas, but both times they had no gas. So I thought I'd try that camping shop, Boutique del Campaggiatore. But he didn't have the gas to fit. So let's pay me toll. Oh God, I thought I'd had maybe another 10 cents. Jesus. 5, 10. There we go. And let's go to Napoli. For a motorcycle it's €2.30. Another thing you'll find in Napoli is Oh, she's got her hazard lights on. Indicators are discretionary. Mostly forgotten about. But it's worth having a pocket full of coins if you're going to use the autostradas. That was €2.30. So what I started doing is having the coins in my pocket so they're easy to get out. So it's another beautiful day. It's now 29 degrees. It's wonderful. And I'm heading north. I'm just going to go around the back of Napoli, go to the place called Lago Patria that I want to see, and then I'm going to start heading into Napoli via Pozzuoli and start coming through the city centre. This is a bit like the UK in that very few people use the inside lane. Everyone just sits in the middle lane, just like the UK. Anyway, time to do some miles. I'm going to put my music on. And I'll speak to you soon. Right, so at the moment I'm at a place called Lago Patria, which is to the north of Napoli. Now normally I record everything, the places that I go to, but I'm being highly self-indulgent here because going back 32 years, which is 32 years was the last time I was here. I was in the Navy and I worked for NATO for 2.5 years and I was based here. And I want to go and see the house where I used to live. So that's why I'm being quite self-indulgent. Now that used to be the school where my son went to. It's now an international school. Gosh, this has changed. Well, for 32 years everything changes, doesn't it? For such a great length of time. And yeah, I worked for NATO. I was there for 2.5 years, and 32 years ago when we left here. And this little estate is called Parco Mazzola. And this is it, Via Venere. which house was it now? Just down here, and yeah, there it is. Number 17, yeah, gosh, still there. A different colour though, because when we lived here it was grey, just like bare plaster really. The gates have changed as well. Gosh, yeah. In fact, there was a doorway onto the roof, but we never used the roof because it was always too hot to be on the roof for any length of time. Gosh. There we go. 124, number 124, that's it. Now, my eldest son will remember this place. My second son, I don't know. But there's the garage down there. Gosh. Still here. And it's got air conditioning. Right. When we first come to Naples, we went to a different house and it wasn't really suitable because there was no banister on the stairs in the lounge, so then we moved to this one which was more suitable. Right, I'm going to find the other house. Gosh, this brings back memories. And I remember that house too. We used to have some friends there. They'd have barbecues, and we'd be on the roof having barbecues. Just down here were all the local shops. I remember those shops on the corner, and that place, the Hotel Amelia. When you first come to Naples, they would put you in the hotel there for a week while you found somewhere to live, and And then when you moved out, you would also go back in there again for a week, and there was always lots of guys with big cars and shiny suits hanging around. It helps if you put it into gear sometimes. I'd knocked it into neutral, I didn't realise. And it's all gone. Thank goodness for that. Right, let's turn round and remember those apartments there. They're all quite new when we were here. I remember a bit further down here there was a place where you could get your car washed by hand, lavaggio, and the guy who used to do it had one arm. He used to do a great job though. Right, the other house we lived in, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. There used to be a shop on the corner that used to do fruit and veg and ham and milk. Now when we were first here, all this was open ground. And there it is. We lived in there for about 6 months. It was all pink then, it was called Villa Pink. And those buildings weren't here then, that was just open ground. And to get the car around the back, there was like you used to go like a U-turn, and there was a big hump, and I always used to catch the exhaust on the hump. Gosh. My eldest son will remember that house, Villa Pink. He used to come and play his football outside because it was just nothing here. There was no road here, it was just all dust. And there used to be an American couple living next door. He worked for the CIA. Wow. Anyway, onward. That's a trip down memory lane. Happy memories. So, time now, it's gone after 1. I'm going to head to the coast and find somewhere to have my lunch, find somewhere shaded because it's getting a bit warm. And and that's me being self-indulgent by having a little trip down memory lane. But and just over there you can see the remains of a volcano. What's that? That's called, yeah, Lago d'Averno. Those little islands there, I can't remember what they're called. Right now, just ahead in the distance there, we're coming to a place called Pozzuoli. and I used to work not far from there. Wow, what a transformation. The harbour, last time I was here the harbour was just a small fishing harbour, and now it's a fully fledged marina. And Pozzuoli itself was very run down, and there's a lot of buildings at the back here. There had been an earthquake in the, I think it was in the 50s, 1950s or 1960s, and a lot of the buildings were put out of action and they were all cordoned off and they weren't allowed to live there. Well, it looks like they're all been renovated and there's people living there now, which is great. But and see that island over there? I used to work on that island. It's called Nida Island. Right, I'm just coming down to another area called the Bagnoli, And that semicircular building over there is where my daughter was born, because all below me here used to be the American Forces base, and that semicircular building over there used to be the American hospital, and that's where my daughter was born. So my daughter was born with an Italian birth certificate. I've told her that she's liable to come back and do conscription, but somehow she doesn't believe me. I wonder what it is now. It won't surprise me if it's a hotel now, I don't know. Just on the corner there used to be a place called Wendy's. That was the American base in there, and that was a burger place. And it was a treat to go down there and have some genuine American burgers. Wendy's burgers are not bad actually, better than McDonald's. Anyway, let's move on. Gosh, this is another place I used to work. This was the main NATO base, the main headquarters, and that's all moved out to Lago Patria now, where I've just been to. And this building here was the Brits Club was down there, like a British bar. And all the Wrens used to live up there, and that building there was a Brit store, where you could buy all British things. God, I can't believe it's still here. And this was like the main admin building with shops downstairs, and that was the actual headquarters bit where all the generals used to be. And downstairs right below was a place where I used to go and work sometimes. And that place was always bustling because there was all shops downstairs and also some coffee bars. So everyone used to meet up for a gossip. See what I mean about people? People sometimes just stop. Right, we're heading down into Bagnoliboli, and used to get some terrific pizzas down here. Now if I remember this sharp turn to the right, this is going to lead us down to the island of Nida. On the top there used to be Roman ruins. It was a place where I think Nero, where Caesar's downfall was plotted. I don't know. But when I worked here, there was also a woman's jail at the top. Full of boats. And there's Pozzuoli over there. And that place over there is where I used to work. At the moment I'm on a road called the Via Manzon, and there used to be a shop on the corner owned by a chap called Jacques, and when there was things that I needed to buy on the local economy, he was the man I had to see. And but the reason why I'm here is because I'm going to see one of the best views of Napoli. I wonder if I can get the bike down. It says it's one way, but this is Napoli after all, so things are a bit flexible. But once I get down here, I'll see one of the best views of Napoli. There you go. Who said that isn't a bad view? Let's park the bike. What I'll do is I'll turn around. I was going to get the bike up the curb, but the curbs are quite sharp actually. There's a bit of a drop, and wow, to me, you can look on Google Maps and you'll see lots of little things saying panoramic view of Napoli, and to me this is the best view of Napoli. Look at that, beautiful. And there's Sorrento and the Amalfi Coast just over there, and Vesuvius is over there, and I'm just sort of in the middle bit there. There's the Castle Uovo, the egg castle, and then we've got the centre of Napoli, the port, where you can see the ships in the middle. What a great view of Napoli, beautiful. And there is the old castle. Can't remember what it's called, but that's what I'm going to see. There's the port. The Porto. And welcome to downtown Naples. And it's 6 o'clock in the evening. It's not quite rush hour because the traffic is moving. If it was rush hour, the traffic wouldn't be moving. Grazie.